Welcome to Sum It Up on this November 24th, 2021. Thanksgiving. My sermon series had a lot to do with talking about what we're thankful for. And a reminder that we need to be thankful at all times for everything that God has given us. We are so blessed. We've been given so much. We're told we need to rejoice, we need to pray, we need to give thanks in all circumstances. Give thanks in all circumstances. You know, I'm reminded of my vacation that Paul and I just got back from. And one of the things I mentioned in my sermon was that we had difficulty with our car starting. It was no big deal. The wire was just loose to the terminal of the battery. And we thank God that we were able to get our car started again. I mean, the question remains, shouldn't I be thankful even if my car doesn't start? Paul says to be thankful, to give thanks in all circumstances. Sounds like a real challenge. And I guess it all depends on your perspective on what God has done for you. Say, I believe, I have faith that God loves me and He cares for me and wants only the best for me. And that in light of that, even if I don't get what I want, I need to understand that He loves me and He wants the best for me. It was exciting to be back with you all after being gone for a while. And I have to tell you, I needed vacation badly. I needed to be away for some time. The last 2 years have been very stressful with renovations we did to the building, coming just before COVID hit, and then all that's happened during COVID and all the extra things that I've had to do. And life has been crazy, and I was very glad to get away. But I was really excited to be back Sunday morning. And it was good to see everyone at worship. It was good to interact with everybody. And then we had the blessing, the huge blessing of Lori coming forward on Sunday morning. If you were there or if you've had a chance to watch the video, you will know that Lori came forward this past Sunday morning to be baptized. She's been listening to our services in the parking lot on 95.1 FM, the FM transmission that we've been using ever since we went into the parking lot in June of 2020. And this is part of what I will remind us that we need to be thankful about. You know, we do a lot of things new since COVID had hit, many things more online, greater availability. We live stream our services. We transmit 95.1 into our parking lot. And while we started doing those things, we knew that God would wind up using them in ways that we had probably never thought of. But in saying that, well, we realized there are going to be things God's going to do that we never thought of. And I have to tell you, when Lori came forward this past Sunday morning, what you couldn't have heard was that as I was going to sit down before communion time, I went down to the floor and Lori looked at me square in the eyes and said, "Is invitation time over?" I wanted to be baptized. So I took her in the back behind the sanctuary and we were talking, and I found out some more about her story and about where she is and why she wanted to be baptized. And we gloriously celebrated with her as she was immersed into Jesus Christ, connected with His death, His burial, and His resurrection. I'm thankful that even though our world is plunged into a crazy time with COVID, I'm thankful that one of the things we did because of a global pandemic wound up being the vehicle by which a lady was able to make a choice to do what God wanted her to do. I'm not glad we're going through a global pandemic. I'm not glad that we have had to do things different for the last couple of years. I'm not glad that people have gotten sick. But I am thankful that in the midst of all this craziness, that one of the things that we decided to do was to transmit our services. And not only that, but that we decided to continue transmitting even after we came back inside of June of 2021, that we decided to continue broadcasting to the parking lot. What a blessing. I mean, it's sort of crazy the way it's turned out. And, you know, God works in mysterious ways. It's true. But we need to give thanks in all circumstances. Sometimes, when a global pandemic hits, and you have to start doing things in a different way, and even when you start doing things back in a more normal way, but you can continue doing some of the new things, like FM transmission to the parking lot. Sometimes that's just God's way to help somebody like Lori do what she needed to do. Give thanks in all circumstances. Have a wonderful day. God bless. See you Sunday.